Okay, so in case you missed the whole debacle, I did the live stream review of Caves. I live streamed to YouTube. And in case this wasn't wibbly wobbly enough, I've just finished. You can still hear Alex still giggling. But I never hit go live in YouTube. And I had an active chat who made the vaguest possible comments alluding to the fact that I was not live without ever stating it.
In a cave, and because
I know.
I was being extra gremlin-ish, all their comments about me holding
No, you'll see. That's all spoilers. But I record the live streams as I do them. I missed the intro for this. Good morning, Samoa. There we go. You'll get it at the end too. But that's what this is. It's the live stream, but chat can't hear me. So there's the context. I'm live. Chat is chatting, but they can't hear me, and I don't know I'm live. Until I try to end the stream. Yeah, I don't know I'm not live until I try and end the stream. So that's what's going on.
Backup context. I was taking a bath at the door.
You'll learn that. That's spoilers. Got to start recording. There we go. The people who eventually watch this VOD, if ever, won't get to know about how YouTube thinks I want to watch Kung Fu Panda. Yeah.
The good morning introduction?
I did. Did you not hear it?
Well, did you do it for the stream now that you've started it?
No, they don't get it. That's just for the stream. I don't know what time it is when the recording people are watching this. But yeah, it looks like I didn't do a internet test just because it's a big pain to move the computer. The internet download was great right now, just before the stream I tested. Upload was still at worst, like 9 times more than I should need. But it does look like we're still a bit sketchy. I think it's just the time of day. So I'll have to keep working on that. But we know from last time we should be able to stream. So, yes, I have a story, rather fittingly, given the episode, where yesterday I was very proud of Alex. We were watching the first of, like, the Klingon politics arcs. What the heck's it called? Sins of a Father. Where Worf meets his brother and, like, Mo gets dishonored and stuff. Like, the first Duras. Yeah.
On your cow.
Basically. 0 kilobytes. There we go, 1400. It's so weird watching that. But anyway, at the start of it, Kern shows up and he's like the first officer. And they're like in the middle of nowhere, it looks like, and he's like, continue course, 1/3 impulse. And Alex got really angry.
It doesn't. Why would you go that far on such little impulse?
And I was so proud.
Why isn't it on a warp? Why is it on impulse? And why is it on 1/3 of impulse?
Because not only...
That's like, okay, it's an hour drive to Walmart. Let's
take
walking.
10 years, yeah.
Let's start walking at the most leisurely pace possible.
I was so proud, though, because not only did it annoy them, but they knew enough about the technology of the universe to understand that it was ridiculous. Like, that's so not... Stupid. That is neither... I understand,
just like, okay... Impulse is just a generic term we use, but 1/3 impulse is so much slower than when I know we can go warp 9.
That's not even the first, nor really the worst in the episodes they've seen yet, but it's the first time they knew enough to realize and care, and so I was very proud.
I'm still annoyed. But this has been the first and only court case episode I've enjoyed other than the data one.
You sort of a court case. Alex does not like the court cases. You did like Measure of a Man, though, so that's something.
But I also kept making dumb jokes throughout the entire thing.
Yeah. Alex is gonna love Lower Decks in like 20 years when we catch up. I'm still hoping we get to the modern Doctor Who in our lifetime. But anyway, yeah. Stress VK, nice to see you early. Thank you. Happy, presumably, Saturday to you too. Yeah, it's still Saturday for everyone. What if you go backwards? I don't know. It's probably still Saturday. There might be some way, or technically, where it's Sunday now. But no, I like this episode. That's not a good frame for talking about how I like this episode.
That's not.
Come on. Okay, let's find Happy Tindy. There we go. That's great. I liked how I wanted Happy. There we go. That's the frame. I like this episode, as I've just killed all of your eyeballs, you weird dark mode freaks. But, yeah, no, this was good. This was kind of somewhere between those, like, I don't know, I call them just random episodes that don't have the character development, even though, not. It's kind of weird. They're not quite filler, but that's kind of how I describe them. And one that actually is, because like you could it wasn't hard to see from the start that they're going for like, the crew've been drifting apart as they've been promoted, as they've been doing different things, as they're no longer ensigns. But still, it was enough to where you could kind of see where it was going. Like Tindy's elevator story was somehow going to be important. Just Rez, do you think in the early days on like American starships they were turbo elevators? Like if Enterprise had a turbo lift, which I don't think it did, would it have had a turbo elevator? I also hope everyone understood what I meant when I said Enterprise, because that's not very that's not exactly conclusive. But you could tell that it was going to be important in some way, but there was still enough that I liked watching it unfold, and there were enough sort of surprises, even if basic. And yeah, just that little bit of character work helps elevate what might have been a more middling episode again. It does something quite good. This is what I expect from Lower Decks' at least. But yeah, going through so it's what, kind of like 3, well, I guess 4 episodes. There's this episode, and then the 3 little mini episodes in the middle, well, throughout. But yeah, let's just go through that. First off, I was thinking a lot about caves, which isn't particularly surprising, because it's been a while since we've been like in a cave, really, hasn't it? I can think of like some Strange New Worlds and maybe Discovery stuff that were in caves, but they were playing with their big Mandalorian rooms, whatever, where you can have absolutely cavernous spaces trivially, so they don't really feel the same. Like, have we had a cave episode since like Enterprise's rock people? I don't know, I'm genuinely curious if someone remembers the last cave episode we had.
Oi, Nathan!
Yeah?
As a vegan, could you technically eat replicated meat?
That's complicated.
But it's not real meat. It's made out of human poop.
It's complicated.
But
it depends.
Was never alive.
It depends.
It's the most vegan.
It depends on why you're vegan.
But like, if it's because you don't want to kill something or the environmental effects, then the replicator takes all that out.
But it depends how you made the meat. If you like killed something,
but
the
replicator doesn't kill something. If you
no.
To begin with.
Somehow you had to get the pattern. So if you got the pattern by like scratch, just programming it or whatever, then it's fine. But if you like killed something, you like killed a cow, made a real hamburger, and then scanned it, then it's a lot more dubious, because you have killed something, even though you technically don't have to kill anything else. It's a complicated moral issue.
That doesn't answer my question.
It depends, that's the answer.
The answer is,
We still don't have a living room. Well, sorry, not living room, an office. We're still going from the living room. What else was I talking about? Oh, yeah. And I was wondering, like, when Mariner said, like, 1/3 of our deaths are from caves, I'm like, I wonder if that's actually true. Because, like, I'm sure, just, except maybe the Rock People episode, someone dies in, like, every episode, and I think someone almost died in the Rock People episode. It's just Enterprise wanted its first death to be, a big deal. And so, like, nobody dies in Enterprise for a very long time. I think it's, like, even Season 3 might be its first death. Because they want that to be a big deal. But, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. And it kind of makes sense. Like, if an emergency were to happen, a cave is a pretty bad place to have it. But yeah, kudos to Lower Decks being the first one I can think of that's, like, in the modern, a proper cave episode. And then it's a bunch of cave episodes, and then on top of that, it's some sort of commentary on caves. That's what Lower Decks I want from Lower Decks. Stress VK, by the way, like Mariner, I'm not a fan of cave episodes, but they are a touch better than stuck in a shuttle episodes. Yeah, I wonder if there's a cost-saving thing to cave episodes, which is why we used to have a lot. I guess it's one, even if it might be an expensive set, I don't know. It's one set that you don't half, like the whole episode is on one set, and then maybe some of your standing sets, like the bridge or a shuttle or whatever. So I don't know, we need cost saving episodes still. I don't know, it's just odd. It's just odd. I can't think of a lot of cave episodes. I don't feel like I want to write off cave episodes in their entirety, but the fact that I can't think of many, and the ones I can't think of aren't like, oh, that's fantastic. Like the Rock People episode which features no rock people, but I really hope people know what I'm talking about by the Rock People episode of Enterprise. What's it called? I don't remember. Someone in chat will know. There's the one with Odo and Kira, but it's kind of like when people ask me, do you like anime? It's like, I don't understand the question. Because, good thing Alex isn't here to argue about this point, but I'm like, that's just a medium. So it's like, what's the actual content? Like, I don't understand why the medium would be a blocker there. So it's like, do you like cave episodes? It's like, I don't really understand the question. But yeah, I can't think of a really standout. Oh, well, there's the one with Cisco and Ducat, where first off, that Odo and Kira one's not bad by any means, but the one with Cisco and Ducat, where the writers found out that people online, some people thought Ducat wasn't actually evil, and so they wrote the episode that, for me, definitively proved that Ducat was not an evil person, even though they wrote the episode to prove that Ducat was just evil. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, where were we? There's something else I wanted to say about those cave episodes. Oh yeah, what is a shuttle episode? There's like Shuttle Pod 1. I genuinely can't think of another shuttle episode. Shuttle Pod 1 is the only... Are you counting like Galileo 7, Stress VK? I'd love to know what you consider stuck in a shuttle episodes. Oh, there's the immunity syndrome. So I can think of one at the very beginning and the very end. Of the classics, at least. But moving on, as these episodes... Oh, I think, are we going to get there yet? Because, yeah, as these episodes so often do, I don't think I'm going to have much to say till the first cave story. And so they're forcing me to start with the negatives, which I think this was probably the weakest story, mostly because I really don't like this character. And not in the sense that, like, he's the crazy conspiracy guy you're not supposed to... Oh, wait, hang on. I just saw this. Oh, no, that's the episode. No, that's the episode. Oh my god, I thought this was going to be easy to set up. There we go. Yep, I still have that set up. Oh, hang on. There we go. Yeah. When I say I don't like this character, I don't mean, like, you're not supposed to like this character because he's the crazy conspiracy guy that's supposed to represent crazy conspiracy people of the modern day. You know, I don't like Win, but you're not supposed to like Win. I don't like him because he's one of the times for me Lower Decks crosses the line of you're a comedy, but you're still a Star Trek, and I think you've forgotten that here. I don't like that this guy exists in the Star Trek universe, especially like the late 24th century. I think Enterprise probably could have pulled it off. I think Enterprise could have done a really good one with like a conspiracy guy if it was made, you know, like 20 years later, 10, 20 years. But like anything after Enterprise, even Discovery feels a bit too late to have that. Just because it's in a sense, it's like those problems that lead to these like crazy conspiracy people. And in this case, we've learned that this guy is actually like making all of it up. Even though he's right, I don't really understand how that was going to work. We're going to get into the morals in this episode. But it's like, that means that we didn't solve those problems. We just didn't solve them. Which I feel kind of goes against the spirit of this utopian Star Trek. If you want to do an episode about those like conspiracies and stuff and how they affect a society, great. don't do it in humanity. Or, like, don't do it with a human that was raised in the Federation, especially not Earth. You know, like, that's what the aliens are for, is the social commentary that you can't really have in Utopia. Oh my goodness. My dog's real sleepy next to me. He just made a big yawn. But yeah, and then the episode is like, again, it gets kind of into, you're not supposed to think of, like, read into it too much, but I am, of like, he was right in this conspiracy, even though he made it up or brushing past. So, like, is he supposed to learn justification for his theories? Like, if you're watching this as, like, I don't know, a flat earther, a climate change denier or something, are you supposed could you get validation from this episode? Like, someone didn't believe a crazy conspiracy theory and then it turned out to be true. Like, this one didn't work out for me a lot because I just really don't like this character in every sense of the word. Yeah?
Did the episode just not work because Steven Universe did the whole the crazy conspiracy was real all along better?
Ronaldo's different, though. Ronaldo doesn't live in Utopia, and the tone is different. Ronaldo works.
That's what I'm asking. Did Steven Universe just do it better so you know what a good,
Okay, it did it better, but that doesn't mean... I don't think Star Trek could do it at all in a human after, like, the 22nd century. Press the asterisk key.
Your stream can hear me so you're not just yelling to yourself.
Press the asterisk key 3 times if Alex is holding you hostage. I think Alex is holding me hostage, but I have a extreme degree of freedom, so I don't think it'll hold up in court.
How am I holding you hostage?
But anyway, yeah. So this was the weaker one. Oh my goodness, it doesn't have... Here, let's get rid of this. Okay, the Vendorians or whatever don't have to be wrong in this episode. It was also ruined a little bit because I'd seen, like, screenshots of these guys. Because, you know, I don't watch these episodes until right before I do these live streams, which look like they're going to be changing the time that they're going to be because of internet. So I knew it was going to be these guys because I had seen I knew they were in the episode. But, yeah, a lot of it just passed the line where it just didn't work for me as a comedy because it's trying to be multiple different things. It's trying to be the crazy conspiracy guy was right, but it's also trying to be the crazy conspiracy people literally are making it all up and they know they're making it all up, although their information happens to be correct. I don't know. It was it was a weird one. But that was the weaker one. The other two are much better. And I like the premise of the episode, just generally, that the crew have maybe been drifting apart a little bit. Look at that. I'm like the teacher who leaves the mouse on the... Or we could watch this like Alex watches TV. Here we go. What if we just do it like this? Or even better, can I make it smaller, actually, somehow? Like, oh, yeah, no, here we go. Here we go. Let's do this bit like how Alex watches anything. Yeah, I like the premise of, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I'm getting so distracted. Now that that's minimized, I've just seen that there's like a Back to the Future thing on my Windows search bar. Is this the day they go to? October 21st? I don't remember. But yeah, I like the premise that the crew been drifting apart after their promotion. I like that we're sticking with this promotion. Like they recently got promoted and that's having consequences. And, I like that we had an episode that brought them together. It's like, no, they're always going to be friends. You know, they might have to learn how to adapt to these new scenarios, but they're always going to stay the friends. Here we go. I will fix this for you. Oh, it doesn't fit anymore. Okay, there we go. It didn't fit. It didn't fit in the screen when I tried to make it full screen. As you can tell, I've gotten a little sick again, so I have a bit of a cough.
You say that as if you ever got better.
See, they are holding me hostage, like, just a little bit. But But yeah, and there were... There we go. That is a... Can I save that frame? That's a fantastic frame. I wish I did thumbnails like that. I'm actually... Where's my snippet tool? Doop. Go away. Time bar.
Okay, how do you get the snippet?
And snippet. I got it. I got it.
What's my IP address?
I see. Thank you, Alex. But yeah, no. They're also just some good looks. I like how they're all just that close. They're so close that Tindy's reaction to this actually felt a little unusual. But no, yeah, going on to the Rutherford, I was gonna say someone else, but no, just the Rutherford story, I guess. Yeah, this one was a lot better because it didn't have someone that I just felt was antithetical to the Federation as a whole.
You're antithetical to the Federation as a whole.
See what I mean? I should just go and shut that door. I hope you can actually hear Alex as well. It looks like you can at least hear something.
I hope they can't, so you just look slightly crazy.
I mean, we kind of have all the tropes in this episode. We got someone, like, pregnant with an alien baby, which probably doesn't happen all that often, but still enough to be considered a trope. No, it had a good little baby life. I mean, yeah, well, I don't know, the bit ended. You know, we don't see much past the baby life. I need an office. We need to get that sorted. But no, I think Rutherford and Tiana were fun. Tiana's a weird... Is it Tiana? Oh my god, I don't remember. It's something like that. She's a character I often don't really gel with. It really depends, like, how they use her and what exactly they say. It might be kind of like Pulaski, who I wouldn't be surprised at all if is an inspiration for Tiana, especially just realizing that they're both doctors and chief medical. She's definitely like a Pulaski. But, I don't know, her attitude, which is the entire point of her character, feels a little weird in, like, the Utopian Federation. But, I mean, people like that will exist. It's fine.
Oh, she's Republican?
No, people like that won't exist in the Federation. But, you know, especially as another culture, so it really depends in this episode. But I think she worked pretty well. In this scene, especially how, like, she's a doctor, but doesn't seem to care particularly about, like, the quality of treatment her patients receive. I mean, it's good treatment. I mean, how they, like, their experience during the treatment. She has an awful bedside manner.
Bedside manner. That's the word you're looking for.
Yeah. I mean, the doctor didn't have a great one either, but he worked a lot better. It was different. But no, yeah, I liked watching them care for the baby. I liked how Rutherford was just chill about the whole situation, and, you know, it was a fun dynamic. I mean, it was simple. My biggest complaint is that they mark the little X's right there and not above. Because when you come back around, how do you know that this X is for this cave and not this cave? That... There we go. Oh, I was gonna say maybe they could do it always on the left side, but no, look at these X's. That's my biggest complaint, which is really nitpicky. But yeah, I found it funny. I liked the conversation with I don't know, this creature, this Bulbasaur, whatever you'd call it. What if Bulbasaur was like a Triceratops and an anglerfish? Exactly how I would describe it.
Well, especially because the Moopsie looks like a Bulbasaur to me, like an axolotl Bulbasaur.
I'm not sure chat can hear Alex. Just looking at the sound changes. But this is an episode. I don't think I have too much to say. Lower Decks can be very difficult to review, I've said before, especially if they don't really lean into character development. Because it'll become a lot of, like, I like this joke, and then this joke, and then this joke, and then this joke. It can easily become just summarizing the episode.
How does
Yeah.
that make you feel?
Miggly Moo is not in this episode, Alex.
What?
The therapist is not in this episode.
So?
Here we go. This is Stress VK's favorite episode with it's a shuttlecraft and a cave. Oh wait, I do have to be kind of careful around here because I probably can put it on YouTube. I also just don't want to see it though. I don't think anyone wants to see that leg. Yeah, see, Comic's getting upset about that leg. Oh, I see. One of the neighbors is leaf blowing. At least we can't hear it in here.
I can simulate the sound if you want.
Please don't. Chat, can you actually hear Alex? Oh, wait.
Say green watermelon if you can hear me.
To require the fire department or just the Geek Squad? I have no idea what that is in reference to. And
I'm thinking I kidnapped you and holding you hostage.
I hope it's that, because I like to think the two people you think can sort out a hostage situation are the fire department or what I believe to be Best Buy's tech support. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of little details in this one. I like how Mariner kind of looks like her mom as she gets older, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, yeah, it's one of those which lower decks will do a lot, I've said. Oh god, there we go. Oh, good, you can't see the frames. Oh, I was gonna say, I think we're done. Yeah, no, the thing with the leg was really horrible. Yeah, absolutely horrible. I'm just gonna look for a frame after the leg. I think we're probably good here. But
Can chat hear me?
I don't know. They won't respond. I don't think they can hear me asking if they can hear you. But, yeah, you know, I was really weirded out. Okay, I might actually go to Memory Alpha for this. Did Delta Shift always have someone with an eye patch? Because I do not remember anyone with an eye patch. And I feel that would have stuck with me. For some reason, I'm like, I would have remembered that.
Would you though?
I think I would have.
Are you sure?
Duty shift. No, Delta shift. Oh, I literally just Googled Delta shift. But, to be fair, the first result, whoops, is Memory Alpha. So, like, some ad, and then Memory Alpha. So, well done. Star Trek Delta Shift. Duty Shift. Oh my god. Star Trek Delta Shift. Lower Decks Memory Alpha. We gotta get real specific here today. Star Trek Lower Decks, Duty Shift. Are you telling me that there isn't a Lower Decks page on Delta Shift? Oh, great. Now I know what I have to do to find it. I'm going to put caves in Memory Alpha. See, chat, this is what you get for not just knowing the answers. Nope, that's a Pinterest ad. For caves, weirdly enough. All right. Delta Shift, Beta Shift, Delta Shift. There. Oh, Delta Shift has its information on the Duty Shift page. So I'm not going to see the members of Delta Shift. I guess we'll never know. There's no way of knowing if there was ever an eye patch person on Delta Shift. Can you grow it back?
Delta Shift eye patch.
I don't know. We always get back to physical disability representation in Star Trek. Because it always comes back to, but you can cure it. But representation is good. So,
He doesn't want to be cured. Did you ever think of that?
I mean, I suppose, but why?
Because it looks cooler, and then you have the excuse to wear an eye patch, so you can be a space pirate.
Alright, well. That guy, hang on, that guy. Oh my god, am I gonna be the frame that? For a second there, he reminded me a lot of a Mii. Look at that. He's got so many, like, Nintendo Mii features. You could probably make that guy real easily. I like that the cave moss wanted to hear Tendy's story. No, Tendy's story was definitely the best. Because it was Tendy, and it was wholesome, and it was, like, kind of extra moments to the end of that first episode of Lower Decks. I mean, they spent 9 hours locked in a turbo lift. Oh my god. I'm loving it, but I'm also very upset how many, like, I'm getting the entire possible portfolio of Tendy expressions this season, and I couldn't find anything to do this thumbnail to give to Alex. Like, not even happy Tendy, excited Tendy. I couldn't find anything.
I made it work.
Yes, Alex did make it work, but it was very tough finding references.
I just went to the Steven Universe expression school.
You think I may be stuck in a cave? If you can hear Alex, you might think they're stuck in a cave because they're very far away just shouting at me because they're in the bath and they wanted to participate, I guess. So,
I didn't get to be a gremlin the past few streams.
No, I'm not stuck in a cave. I probably will move to a cave in the basement eventually.
Don't forget the poison out.
True. Oh my god, that thumbnail of just Shax coming through the door. Yeah, no, I loved it. It was super wholesome. Tindy's great. Like, this was the best story. Can we get a, like, prequel sequel to this episode and, like, the first episode where we just see, like, all 9 hours of being in this turbo lift? You could make it an entire season. An 18-episode season of Lower Decks that takes place entirely in the Cerritos turbo lift. That might get old, you're right. But I don't know. Literally more episodes of Cerritos turbo lift than there are of the animated series. Or, like, just about. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was wholesome. I've just realized they should do a Starfleet skirt like that. That looks pretty good. We're on to something. You would not realize, by the way, I learned from the wedding, how much of a difference black leggings make to a scant. It just makes it work. You know, I like what the scamp is going for conceptually. I like the scant. It just doesn't look good on anybody, is the problem. It did look good on Alex, but it does. Like, the black leggings do wonders to the scant. I just saw Alex in the scant with leggings. I'm like, it's fixed. You've done it. Comment. I know they're blowing their leaves. They're blowing their leaves. It's okay. They've been doing it for like half an hour. Yeah, the dog has just realized someone is blowing their leaves. It's okay.
Come here, baby.
Ever since he started living in a room with a big window, he spent all his time looking out the window. Come here.
Did you tell them we're getting a puppy?
I did not. Alex is excited. We're getting a puppy. Oh my goodness, you whining?
His name will be Cupid.
Did they hear that? Did you hear the little puppy whines? Do you want to say anything to the audience? I don't know. He's shy. He's shy. He doesn't want to talk to the audience. There we go. Now you're gonna talk to the audience? Go on. Alright, I honestly think that might be all I have to say about caves. I mean, was an episode about caves? Yep, straightforward. I will say, though, this season of Lower Decks, the names, I'm not in love with how I do my thumbnails. I'm gonna have to find, like, some better format. But all of the names have been either far too long or way too short to, like, really make it work with the thumbnails this season. It's usually a problem for, like, an episode or two a season, but by God, this whole season has been like that.
And if you want a cool-looking caricature for thumbnails, you can go to Hess Night Art on Artistry.
Link in...
The description.
Link in the description. Yeah, link in the description, not the comments. I usually say it wrong, and I went to correct myself, but I realized I didn't say it wrong. We don't know what the next episode is called. I've just checked Memory Alpha. But yeah, it was caves. I think it was an episode about caves. I'm trying to think of a way to seamlessly put a cry for help in to be rescued from Alex for comedy, but it took so long that it was just supposed to be in the middle of a list that was delivered real quickly. There was a gap between the first thing, there would have been a gap between the second thing, it wouldn't have worked. Comment. They're just blowing leaves. All right. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. It was nice. It just there's not. The what? Oh no, those are done. The very short treks. Yeah, no more very short treks. But yeah, it was good. I liked it. Just really not a lot to talk about. Which can happen for Lower Decks. Would I call it a masterpiece? It's very good, but Spock's brain. But yeah, this stream was like twice as long as it would have been without Alex.
You're welcome.
I think I saw it buffering once or twice, but I don't think it was a serious issue. And no one ever answered my questions if you could hear Alex. So, successful stream. Again, there might be some random test stream at some other point just to check the internet times. Because on paper, I have plenty of internet to stream. Oh, look, there we go. We're buffering. I have plenty of internet to stream, but I think it's just a busy time of day, Saturday evenings, or
it's afternoon. It's not even evening.
Or there's something to do with my the little Wi-Fi thing. So I might try plugging into the router directly and seeing if that fixes things. But we'll have to see. I'll have to do some experimentation. But until then, I think I will say thank you all for watching. And I'll see you next time. I forgot that there... Oh, wait. Welcome back. I went to end the stream, but the end stream button was actually the go live button. And I've definitely been live, because I've been talking to the chat. But now the question is, at what point did I stop being live? That's the real question. Hopefully there's still a chat. I feel like it was a blue button for quite a while, but I was definitely live for a lot. I might, if no one responds. No, because people were talking after that. If no one responds, what I'll do is just upload the recording. This is why we record the live streams. So we can get the full review. But there is a chat. See, there's still a chat. When did I drop out? When did I stop being live? I think it must have been pretty recent, yeah? We are multitasking. When did I drop out? I hope I at least finished, you got the episode, you finished it. But if you didn't, I'll probably just re-upload it, re-upload the recording. Comment. They're not even there anymore. No one is there. No one is blowing leaves.
The ghosts of Halloween past.
I think chat just is afraid of answering questions today. There we go. It's only now that we can hear you. Like 2 minutes ago is the first we are hearing you. Oh.
Oh no.
What, you literally couldn't hear me for the entire stream? You haven't been live. At all. Oh! Well, that explains why no one would answer my questions. Did I just not hit the go live button at a start? You know what, honest? No. I did. People were here and I was talking to people. At all. There's literally been no point today that I've been live then. Is that what you're saying? Why the heck were people chatting? Why did nobody mention this fact? Like, did you hang out in the chat for an hour? Look, no. Stress-Free K said, Happy Saturday, to me, specifically. Internet's still giving you problems. Or did you leave the toilet seat up and Alex is pissed? I see. That was the only indication that I wasn't live. We thought you were lost in a cave. It's making sense now. Is Nathan lost in a cave? Do you need the fire department? It's making sense. It's making sense. Okay. You've literally just been here chatting to yourselves for 40 minutes. That is hilarious. So what I'm gonna do is upload. What I'm gonna do.
Wait,
look. Yeah?
Chat, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. Chat, can you hear Alex? Now we can ask. That is hilarious. What I'm gonna do. No. I might go over briefly so there's some audience interaction, but what I'm gonna do is after this, because I did do the stream, I just didn't hit go live. Because of the setup I have, it's a lot more hidden. I've got like the live stream stuff on a really tiny monitor. I did the stream. I've been live for 44 minutes. I have been streaming for 44 minutes. The difference is I didn't in YouTube hit go live. So what I'm going to do is upload the recording, so you're going to get the full review and everything sometime after this. But I will briefly go over. That explains why no one was answering my questions, and I feel like you should watch back the 40 minutes just with the context that no one can hear me, because then you'll see me a lot of confused and a lot of messages going, what? Like, and yeah, no one would ever answer my questions.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
No, that's why no one gave any idea what the last cave episode was. No one gave any indication if they could hear you. You know, no one.
Oh my gosh. They didn't even hear our
Yeah.
replicated meat vegan discussion.
Yeah, I was surprised no one joined up. Like, they were very silent as a chat. There's not many people, but
And that explains why everybody thought I was holding you hostage.
I thought that was a reaction to all the comments you were making. Alright. Oh yeah. Just because I wasn't live. The problem is, I hit start streaming on OBS, but I also have to do it in YouTube.
Oh, this was a train wreck. It's hilarious.
Alright. Well, what was the big one I was gonna ask? Wasn't there something I said?
For context, the entire stream, I was taking the entire
Yeah.
quote-unquote stream,
No.
I was taking a bath, and you just heard comments from the bath.
Yeah, you'll see that. You'll see that. I'll upload the recording.
Oh, that is hilarious.
But what we got? I liked it.
I'm sorry, there's no way this situation could be any fun.
All right. Does anyone have any comments for me?
I patched you. You can ask the question about.
Oh yeah, there we go. Let's go for the question. Did Delta Shift always have a guy with an eye patch? Because I don't remember him at all, and I feel like I would have remembered him.
I don't remember that, dude.
You wouldn't. I don't think I did reviews with like season 1. But yeah, I think then, because I've done all the review, I'm not gonna do it again. My throat's a bit sore.
Why not?
You'll learn that when you go watch what I've just done. No new character, thank you. Yeah, it's a bit weird. You'll experience this live stream in reverse. But yeah, I'm gonna open it up then to any questions people have, anything they want to ask me directly, and then just go back and watch the live stream.
Watch the live stream with the chat reply so you can see how confused we were.
I was about to say what I would do if I had time is I just watch my recording of the live stream and live stream that, and then if someone has a question, I'd pause and be like, "Oh yeah, there we go." Oh,
your own live stream?
come join us tomorrow on Buffer Time if you want some human interaction. I might be busy. It's been so long. When do you do it? At like 1? I don't think I can. I don't think I can.
Why not?
Because we're getting the couch.
Tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow on Buffer Time. I don't know. I might see about rescheduling. I might do Buffer Time because I missed it. But, yeah. If you want to know my thoughts on that episode, you can watch the upload. Man, this is going to really screw up the playlist.
This entire thing was hilarious.
See, I had other question I had. While I wait for responses, when was the last proper cave episode we had? The last one I can think of is the rock people from Enterprise.
A question I had that chat never engaged.
Let's not do the
because
vegan.
We weren't live. Is replicated meat vegan?
Still, it's still complicated. That might be a video idea, but you know what? I might try and get in the test stream tomorrow, just so there's something.
The stream is just Nathan live reacting to when they forgot to hit record.
Did I have any other questions?
And for everybody wondering, no, I did not hold Nathan hostage.
It just in the context, like I experienced this sort of where I experienced the live stream linearly, and then I kind of experienced the comments backwards because suddenly I have so much context. You're gonna experience the comments linearly, and then you're gonna get my reaction in the live stream backwards.
Wait, so did they see
Okay.
anything, or?
No, I wasn't live, but I record them. So I'm going to upload the recording. You'll probably see it. I don't know. My upload speed's good. You'll see it by tomorrow. But next time, if I'm ever late or like not doing the live stream of that white noise, be very specific in the chat, right? Be very specific. I did remember, though, the other thing that the recording didn't kid. This is like the one time I directly talked about how I forgot to hit record at the start and how the recording people are going to miss out. You're not going to get Good Morning Samoa either. So Good Morning Samoa. But, yeah. YouTube recommendations for my little 8-hour ambient noise. Is a lot of ambient noise soundtracks, but also Kung Fu Panda, Megamind, and Kung Fu Panda 2. I thought that was funny.
Also Sailor Moon somewhere in there.
I think that was an ad. But, yeah. Normally I'd say thank you all for joining.
But really, I think we've got to thank you for worrying about
you know what?
Nathan's
Yeah,
safety.
thank you for sitting there for like 40 minutes. Because the view count was at a very consistent 3. I was kind of surprised it never went higher, but...
I'm honestly disappointed that they think I would hold you hostage. I would hold the stream hostage from you, but I would never hold...
And my reactions to that were, you know, I was like, well, a little bit, you know, but... Wait, now Alex is free now. They can, like, they can come get me. Can't wait to see how this plays out. Yeah.
I'm not wearing a shirt.
Have fun. This is a bit timey-wimey. You know what this is, actually. This is intentional. This is intentional promotion for how we're going to cover the 60th anniversaries of Doctor Who. Yeah, because we're doing it kind of timey-wimey. Like, you get the episode backwards. You get, like, the end before the beginning. It's very artsy. Oh, look, when we're buffering. I wasn't even streaming and I was buffering. Like, come on. But yeah.
What's chat been saying?
Next time, I'll make sure to go live. And if I'm not live, be more explicit. You know, really.
Say, like, if it's like 10 minutes in and nothing's happened, be like,
Yeah.
hey, Nathan,
No.
can't hear
If
you.
it's 2 minutes before and I'm not streaming the white noise, you know, maybe bring that up. But, yeah.
Oh, this was a close clusterfuck, a glorious clusterfuck.
You know, all the other big streamers, it's like, they don't have a game on stream or they're late. Like, they have hundreds of people, like, oh, they're dead, you know, late. They, like, abuse them, you know, for being late. My stream's just, like,
I think
the most vaguest comments that you might be able to deduce is that no one can hear or see anything. I hope you enjoy the bit that was inspired by how Alex watches YouTube videos. You'll be able to watch that. And actually, for that bit, if you could all, like, minimize your YouTube, so, like, take it from full screen to the minimum one to get, like, the double down Alex experience, that'll be great. Glad you got unstuck from the cave. Thank you. It turns out I was unknowingly stuck in a cave. You'll see, I thought I wasn't.
I like how you were fake streaming for the duration of my bath.
There we go, yep.
And only now that it's over am I out of the bath.
Well, it looks like people don't have any questions they want to pose to me.
Did they have any questions they want to pose to me?
Well, I don't know. They haven't asked any. So if you just leave a comment...
That's how we didn't realize we weren't actually streaming, is sometimes you guys just don't respond to us.
Leave a comment and then I'll see.
Well, leave a comment and we'll answer it in a separate stream. We hope that actually are live.
That might be the test stream, but I don't really get that many comments. You know what the most embarrassing part is? Is that this new setup I have, even though it's temporary, I can actually see the go live and stream button. Usually it's hidden by chat. So the entire time the blue like go live button was on screen for me. So yeah.
That's the most embarrassing part.
Thank you all for not watching.
Thank you all for sitting there
if you're here in the recording, for some reason you double sat through the bit you actually saw live, thank you all you specifically for watching. Not all of you, just the ones who made it here, but not you watching live.
Thank you all for bearing with this bullshit. Where did I save this to?
And also, the reason I noticed is because I was doing the I'll see you next time, and I was like, that doesn't say end stream.
Oh no.
I'll see you next time. Bonk. And oh wait, you can actually hear me now. I should have stopped the recording first. Yeah, so thank you for watching. You specifically. You're probably asleep. So if you're not asleep, you should like remove your headphones or something now.
Or else I'm gonna scream.
But yeah.
3,
So
2,
no, okay.
Go on.
No, go on.
Before I screamed.
Oh, 3, 2, and then we'll go on 1. We'll get them right.
3, 2.
Wake up! There we go. Welcome. Good morning. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Good morning.
I'm not that boring.
Go take a shower.